live broadcast. There on my iPhone 13 on Facebook, here on my Samsung on YouTube, and here in another iPhone I have on Instagram. So first of all, I want to say this. That's why also it's been a while that I don't do live broadcasts. I had not something very serious, but I had a tooth here. Looks like it's the last one. In Portuguese, we call it the siso. I don't know how you call it in English, but there is a last tooth here that was making pressure in the other tooth in the front and on the bone, and they extract it. That means I hate going to hospitals or to the dentist in this case. But yeah, I was so much in pain, and you know, that I needed to go there, and they took it out. So I don't have stitches anymore. They took it out, but it sometimes it's not easy for me to talk, especially if it's too much time. But because a friend of mine, I was texting with him on Messenger, and I, share with him that I made this money that it's on the title, 24,267 dollars and 34 cents. In euros, 22,061 euros 22 cents without any investment, with zero investment. It was crazy. You need to tell me that. That's why usually I do this sequence. I do the live broadcast on first English, then Portuguese, then French, then Spanish, and I did first in Portuguese because he was say, "Oh, I need to know. Okay, I promised to, because I was to do it next week, but I said, okay, promise today, even if I don't can't talk very well, I will do it. Okay, so let me just turn on my computer because it went in screensaver mode. Okay, so how it's possible to make such money? First, I don't like to share my personal earnings, my personal net worth. Some information it's public, but I'm not here to brag, but it's just to you understand that it's possible sometimes, or most of the times, in cryptocurrencies. If you tell someone, they will not believe, but it's possible to make a lot of money with zero investment, without an investment. There was a time that Bitcoin, it was free. You just open a click in a exe, executable software, and back then it was possible to every couple minutes enter some money. No, sorry, back then it was not money. It was maybe 50 cents each Bitcoin, or even less. But every couple minutes, some Bitcoin it entered. This was back 2010, 2011. Of course, not possible anymore. Now I need to have specific, hardware, very expensive hardware. Not just because of the cost of the hardware, but these machines, they consume a lot of electricity and also produce a lot of heat. But just to understand that there was a time that, of course, always it's the beginning, that was possible to mine for free Bitcoin, and now you know 1 Bitcoin how much it worth. So for those that know a little bit of history of Bitcoin, there was a fork with it happened, I don't remember exactly which year, but there was a fork from Bitcoin to Bitcoin Cash, what is called now Bitcoin Cash, BCH. For people they had Bitcoin, they received the same amount of Bitcoin Cash for free. Of course, Bitcoin Cash does have the same price in dollars as Bitcoin, but it was money for free. X, I talk a lot of X. X, when it was launched, if you had 1 Bitcoin, you could mint for free 10,000 X. Back then, in the beginning, it was not too much, but August last year, September 2021, it was 50 cents each X, 10,000. If you had 1 Bitcoin, for free money. My dog, my Doberman, my Phoenix, it's waking up. So, for those that are familiar with the Uniswap, it's a decentralized exchange. You could also not mint, but of course mint. But I mean, you could if you had used it before then September, I think, not last year, but 2020 maybe, or 2021. I'm not remember exactly which year, but you could, if you had used it by for each address, Ethereum address, if you had used that exchange, centralized exchange, that protocol Uniswap, you could receive 400 Uni for free. And the all-time high price in dollars of Uni was $42. Okay, now multiply by 400, you can know how much money for free you receive it. If you had used 1inch.io, I don't remember, so many projects that there was a launch with a airdrop, or they gave for their users for free money. This only in crypto this happens. So how this is specific. If you're not into cryptocurrencies and if you don't have X, it will be like Chinese, okay? But if you are in cryptocurrencies, you own some X, you know the project X. It's a project that you can earn in a decentralized and safe way interest paid on X, not in dollars, okay? So the X inflates because you decide to stake it, to block for a period of time, minimum 1 day, maximum 15 years, 5,555 days. I'm not going to explain how the X project works, but I need to tell you some basics so you can understand how it's possible. So that means like a miner that gives electricity, that gives computational power, it will be divided, the reward, the newly fresh minted, doesn't matter if it's Bitcoin or Ethereum, I'm on proof of work systems, you will receive the reward. In X, it's kind of the same. When it inflates to pay the stakers, the people that are receiving interest, if you have more X and you stake it, you block for more time, you're gonna receive what it's called T-shares. So you need to understand what is this concept of T-shares, okay? So the concept of T-shares, it's something you receive from locking your X. It's not the equation, but it's how many X, quantity of X do you have, and how much time do you lock it? So much more X and more time, of course, you're gonna receive more T-shares. Okay, what this project that allow me to yesterday and let's say half of today allow me to earn $24,267.34, or in euros 22,061 euros and 22 cents. How this project allow me to make this money? So I'm gonna explain you. It's public that I own X, and I'm not gonna enter in details, but of course 99.99% of my X, they are staked for 10 and 15 years because I believe this project. And also I understood that Bitcoin came from 2008, 2009, from basically zero, and last year it had a all-time high, almost $70,000 each, almost $70,000 each Bitcoin. So I knew that X also needs time to grow, to to develop the community, and the price, of course, it will also goes up. So this project, it's called Edron. So if you have X staked, if your stake already finished, if you don't have any stake, if you have just X on your, let's say, a wallet, MetaMask, or doesn't matter, Ethereum, ERC20 wallet that supports Ethereum and the ERC20s, because the X is ERC20 is a token that's on the Ethereum network. So basically, if you have a stake, you go to edron.pro/cardinal/DApp, DAPP, this means decentralized app, and you're going to connect to your wallet. And what's going to make, it's a series of smart contracts. It's going to analyze your information in that address, how many T-shares you have on X, how much time did you serve, and it's gonna mint for free Edron token. Okay, so it will analyze how much T-shares you have and how much time did you serve. For example, imagine I have a stake of 10 years. I already served almost 3 years. Okay, it will mint the quantity of Edron, the 3 years I served, the T-shares I have. You already know the concept of the T-shares. So means that you have that specific quantity of X, and that specific quantity not quantity, specific time that you promise you gonna lock your X, don't use it to receive interest. So that's the shares. So, and you can mint. Okay, now the price of Edron, it's 0.0000617. So 5 zeros and then a 6 and then 17. It's going up. Last hour 10%, last day 6%, last week 757%. This token looks like X in the beginning. When I start buying X, it was like this. These numbers 0.000, almost nothing dollars, and I minted Edron and I sold yesterday because this is free money. I like free money. So there is other possibilities. You can borrow, you can do, but that's more complex. I don't want to be more complex than this. Just want to share with you what is possible for receive this free money. So I minted. I received that quantity of Edron. I went to Uniswap, that protocol that allows you to, the exchange, the centralized exchange. I went to either scan.io, or you look for Edron, the contract, or you go to nomics.com, you write Edron, the contract it's there, and you paste it on the Uniswap app.uniswap.org, and you put Edron, the contract, and then you swap for USDC. And USDC, it's a stable coin. It's equals to $1, Circle Group, Coinbase Group, and then you exchange Edron for USDC. And then you send USDC to whatever exchange you use, for example, Coinbase, and then Coinbase sends euros or dollars to your bank account. Just simple as that. Okay, I think you understood the steps that you need to do to, if you are an X taker, you can, receive this money for free. Like I say again, I'm not here to brag about the money I did yesterday and today. 1 day and a half of work, because yesterday I was reading, becoming familiar with this new project, Edron, but it's really amazing. Just in crypto, you can, with zero investment, well, not technically not zero investment, because you need to pay for the gas. Gas doesn't matter, doesn't mean the gas of your home, Gas, it's what we call on the Ethereum network the transactions you pay. It's called gas. So imagine you need to pay for a transaction to mint the Edron between 5, 6, 7. Maximum I pay, it was around $9 each transaction. You go to either scan.io / gas tracker, and when it's low, the transactions, when the Ethereum network is not on maximum capacity, when it's lower the price of transaction, you should do this, otherwise it will be cost more. But I think even if you spend like $100 or $150 or $200 and you make 24,267, still I think it's positive experience. So that was what I wanted to share with you. Now I'm gonna prepare myself to do this live broadcast on French, and I see you next time. Okay, have a good day. Also, next week I'm gonna do a new video call, not video call, sorry, I'm becoming a little how you say tired, and then to speak it's not easy, but I want to say next week I will make a new video, not video, live broadcast. It's also video, but it's a live broadcast, I mean, because I have a new project that I want to share with you. It's going to be very, very interesting, also on cryptocurrencies, and specifically this money. It was very, very, that's why I sold Edron. I think I'm going to regret that, because in cryptocurrencies, the prices of cryptocurrencies always go up. It's like, for example, X, people bought at 0.000 something cents. When it hit 1 cent, people, they sold and became, okay, multimillionaires. But when in August last year achieve 50 cents, I think they are a little regret. They could have 50x more 1 cent to 50 cents. Yeah, I think I'm doing the math. They could have more 50 times the money, I think. Yeah, 50 plus 1 year 50. I think I'm doing the forgive me if the math is not correct, it's wrong because I'm becoming tired. So like I was saying, I think this project Idron price it will continue to go up. I sold because this money, it's you say, oh, it's a lot of money, $24,000 or 22,000 euros, but I need this money to invest in new venture, new project. So I need to pay, of course, software engineers, suppliers, this and that. And you're gonna know next week here on Facebook, on YouTube, and also from now on my Instagram account this new project, and for sure it's gonna be very very interesting for you. Okay, wish you hope you're safe and not just safe physically but in good health condition, because these days doesn't matter just to be healthy but also safe, because what's happening in the world, that's we don't gonna everyone knows what's happening, but so wish you that you're healthy, you're safe, and wish you a good weekend. See you in the next live broadcast. Take care. Bye bye. Okay, always not easy to Facebook, it's always easy to finish. Just touch finish here. Okay, post. Perfect. Okay, then Instagram, and now okay, share. Okay, now YouTube, cancel. Okay.